I got a fire staff as of now. Maybe if I can go early enough, I'll blast this barrel. Oh my. Okay, well, let's deal with what's right in my face. Knock down. Use bully. Oh wow, even with bully, that thing's got a lot of hit points. Ow. Oh, we've got some NPC guards helping us. They're right on the edge of my vision, so they look all foggy. Oh man, I'd have to take a step. Oh, really? How very disappointing. What? Please ignite. There we go. Okay. Worth it. A lot of damage to those two. Unlike in the sequel, well, I should say in the sequel with magic armor, it prevents fire from getting stuck to you and you being on fire. This game doesn't have that. Oh my gosh. 4 swings of 5? Bro, how much AP you got? You've been saving that up for a special occasion. Might have to throw a heal on one of those Legionnaires. They're freaking strong.
I need another chance.
Ah, damn it. Oh, he healed himself. Oh, that one used a healing potion. Alright. Oh, I can't see those targets. Nice, the oil connected the fire. That's what I was hoping for.
Feel the pain of my stave!
My stave! God, the voice. Feel the pain of my stave! The Legionnaires! Mess them up! And then tell people that I helped. Ow. Ow. Stop it. Bully. Nice. Dude, I'm guessing the Legionnaires have like 8 AP and their attack is only like 2 AP per turn or something, because it's pretty silly. Oh man, I don't want to get closer to the fire barrel. Dude, it costs so much AP just to move. Oh, great. Okay, fine, I'll do this. Oh, it won't let me because I can't see the target? Alright, fine, shoot her. Point blank. Oh, she turned to ash. That's pretty rad. Oh, double kill. Triple kill. I think they're gonna end the game if I just like end my turn. So let's just bandage myself. Yeah, but what probably would have happened if I had fired at my cursor is the bullet would have stopped just short of where I wanted it to go.
Did you see that? Those orcs had a human commander.
How very curious. And how very disquieting.
Alright. What do we get? Antique cloth shoes.
I
Some
feel
gold.
better already.
Some lootable bodies. Guy over here, like, kicking the body and screaming. What's up, Legionnaire?
Hey, Source Hunter. Why, I don't think I could ask for a more welcome sight on these cursed beaches. The Legion welcomes you.
Why was there a human fighting with the orcs?
Beats me what traitorous madness came over that dog. A man among orcs. It'd be like one of your kind running with a sorcerer. Whatever the cur's incentive to raise swords alongside that murderous lot, let's all hope it was a private grudge. Can you imagine if we had to add a slew of wild-eyed, orc-loving bedlamites to our list of enemies in Sicil?
Alright, I'll go. Anything else to loot here? Yes, there is. Trying to be thorough, checking the walls and stuff in case of perception. Oh, Legionnaire. Dude, this guy is like patrolling through the fire. You're gonna kill yourself. Does the fire just stay there forever? Oh, I remember this. Hold on. Use the rain scroll from the tutorial on the bird. You can save the guy's boat. I remember that one. Reputation +1. Let's heal Eve. Just top her off. Game autosaving. Dun dun dun.
What's all this ruckus? Sounded worse than a dozen tomcats fighting over the world's last mackerel.
It's a cat!
Ah, but I see we've suffered another orc landing. And judging by the relative ease with which it was dispatched, I can only come to one conclusion. Source hunters have arrived in Sicil. You're as welcome as a glass of cooled milk on a hot day, my friend. I'm Ahu, at your service. It was I who requested your presence in this troubled city.
I was summoned here by a cat.
So you were, and so you weren't. Behold, there we are. Meet my other half, Hunter.
And for those of you who might remember, Arhu is in Divinity Original Sin 2. He's one of the only characters who made it to the sequel.
Ha! No need to look so flabbergasted. I may be a wizard rife with tricks and guile, but I assure you my plea is an earnest one. So, now that the cat is out of the bag, let us turn to the matter of Councillor Jake's murder.
Tell me about the murder.
It's hard to put my finger on it, but I can feel in my very whiskers that sorcery was at play. Visit the scene of the crime, and I'd bet sardines for salad you'll say the same. Captain Aureus, though, the local commander of the Legion, insists I'm seeing ghosts. I insist he's blind to all but the undead.
Alright, where can I find the scene of the crime?
Jake was murdered in a downstairs room of the King Crab Inn, up in Sicil proper. The Legion keeps it under lock and key, though, so you'll need Aureus's permission should you want to have a peek.
If a counselor's been murdered, I assume they're suspects?
So there are, or rather, there is. Popular opinion has it his wife did the deed, but to be frank, I have my doubts. She seems a likely candidate, to be sure, but that would make her a sorceress. Esmeralda knows how to charm, yes, but I just don't see her magic extend beyond a frolicsome look and wink. Still, don't simply take my word for it, Hunter. It may be well worth your while to cross-examine her yourself. The Legion has her under guard in her shop near the town square. That's where you'll find poor Jake's widow.
Alright, I'll take my leave.
I'm glad we've met, Source Hunter. And I'm certain we have a lot more to talk about. Feel free to visit me whenever you want. I've set up a workshop in the Legion's headquarters. Once you're there, just take the stairs. But do pay a visit to Aureus first. He may bark like a beagle with its tail stuck in the door, but you won't get very far in your investigation without speaking to the de facto leader of Saisil. And with that, I bid you adieu, Hunter. Adieu.
Alright.
Sects.
So got some XP talking to him.
Looks like we have our work cut out for us.
At least we won't be bored. How about we go see that Aureus chap Ahu mentioned?
9-inch nails. How clever. Is this one of the guys whose boat I saved?
Save that ship all by your lonesome. Quite the
Yep,
feat.
I did.
If I had the magic touch about me, I'd have lent you my hand too.
I got some magic arrows. You can't cross this rope.
Really? The greatest warriors in Riverland can't cross a rope?
Wow, I like how he addresses that. The greatest warriors in Riverland can't cross a rope. I'm guessing you're meant to come back there when you have the teleport spell, and then he could teleport the chest over to you. What's with these three
A
guys?
home, a livelihood, all sunk in a matter of minutes while we could do nothing but look on.
What about that burning ship I saved?
That was a right stunning show of magic you pulled, it was. Wish you'd have been around when our own barge went down in flames.
Oh, about finding work?
With our ship gone, nothing for it but to get a job. Slim pickings around here, that's for sure. Maybe you can keep an eye out, though.
Alright. So, I guess that's like a side quest, find a job for those people.
Shores here inside Seal. Bah.
Marv?
Zombies, skeletons.
Looks like none of them have new things to say. Okay. Once again, it's kind of refreshing to play another game where I can just like free move the camera around. Nice. Oh, looks like it's safe. Oh. Oh, because we got near a waypoint. I was like, we got XP clicking on that?
I'm seeing 2 feet.
Alright, so we got one of the waypoints in town. Now, Divinity 1, it basically consists of 4 large maps. Like this. This is one of the maps here. And, you know, of course, that's not counting, like, inside buildings and stuff like that, but it's like 4 acts, I guess you would say. Looks like this might be the last dock that we can pillage. Water barrel. I cannot carry a 60-pound water barrel right now. Oh. Oh, a nail bomb. Nice. That will be useful. Okay. Now, in the same way as it was with Divinity 2, in this game you do not have like a spot where you can just farm XP till you're comfortable. So it's kind of like figuring out how tough fights are, and then come back to them when you're the right level for them. So it's kind of loosely doing all the quests and stuff in an order to get some XP. And there's some that I remember, and there's more that I don't.
One day, Moira. One day you'll show 'em all.
What's up, Moira?
Well, a source hunter. About time the council took us seriously. Maybe you can start with the 2 idiots hiding their pet orc here.
That's right. Okay, I remember that. So down over here, we got these guys, and they've kept one of the female orcs. And I think you could see why.
Not even a skeptic like you can deny that she loves me.
An orc in love. Ha! When this... who better than a proven orc crusher to convince my dumbbell of
Is
a
this Sean
friend
Connery?
that orcs are predators, not pets.
Enough of that. I know how dangerous an orc can be, but this one has been reformed. Anyone can see that she's completely docile. But my prejudiced friend
Docile?
still wants to kill her.
What's this about the charmed orc?
My friend here and I were patrolling outside the city walls, when who did I see creeping along the shore but this lovely orcish lady? For a brief second, as long as eternity, we locked eyes. Perhaps confused by the butterflies in her stomach, she sprang up and began running, claws bared towards Marius.
Wow.
Fortunately for him, I had the presence of mind to ignore my sword and instead adroitly fling my pouch of trinkets towards her. A vial of love potion shattered over her head, and when she turned to face me, she became instantly enamored. I'm sure she must have been compelled to join the Orcish army under some kind of duress. A lady with such a sweetly savage manner would never willingly join up with those vicious marauders.
Ha! I can assure you there wasn't a hint of sweetness in those murderous eyes when she lunged at my throat. She may be confined here for now, but who's telling when she'll escape and who she'll rip?
Tell me about the love potion you threw.
I've always had an amateur interest in all things alchemical. When I read in an esteemed periodical from the Wizards of Youthful Gore about an amazing opportunity that could change my life, I had to act fast or lose the once-in-a-lifetime deal.
Oh my god, he got it from an infomercial.
I sent away for the world-famous love potion, available for a limited time only, and it has worked exactly as promised.
You see what a fool my friend has been, spending all his cash on snake oil and bringing a temporarily tranquilized monster into our midst to boot.
What kind of monster would lie in a published advertisement? I'm sure the effects of
A published advertisement.
as printed.
Let me tell you what I think.
You see, he'd believe it was noon at midnight if he read it on a printed pamphlet. Please tell me you can reason with him, or ditch reason and use your sword to shave him from his murderous darling.
I feel like if we leave her, that the potion will wear off and she'll just start killing people.
One day, Moira. One day you'll show 'em all.
She's got to be put down. If this love potion is as dodgy as it sounds, she could come to her vicious senses at any time.
Agreed. I've never met an orc I trusted, charmed or not.
It's a bit racist, Steve.
Glad to hear I'm not the only one with common sense around here. I'll do the honors myself.
No! She's harmless! Please!
Whoa. One shot. Boy's got an arm.
Bastard! You had no right!
No right to protect not only you from your own stupidity, but myself and the citizens of Seal as well.
It's you we need protection from, murderer. Fortunately, the Wizards of Youthful Gore make a revenge elixir that will show you what's what.
Go ahead and throw your sugar water on me if you like. Your foolishness is no longer my problem. Thank you, stranger. If you ever need help,
I think he just broke up with him and
you.
his friendship. Your foolishness is no longer my problem. So he said if you ever need help, come talk to me. I'm trying to see where he runs to see if I can talk to him for an additional reward. But I don't know where he's going.
Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got the foulest of the lot on my hands.
Where are you? There you go.
That orc would have literally broken Ninius's heart. Thank.
Alright, I guess not. I guess there's no additional reward except the XP. We were almost to a level up, though. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the lower section of the city. Trapdoor in the chest. Yeah, you don't get teleport as early in this as you do in the sequel. So we don't have the teleport gloves right now. Alright. Like most towns and most RPGs, there's 1,000 things to do here. So for now, let's head over toward the main objective and get that checked off. So there's the crime scene, but we need to talk to Arturius first before we're allowed near the crime scene.
Say, no one's around. You wouldn't raise a fuss if I, borrowed one of these fish, would you?
Borrow indeed. I'll sooner meet a cat wizard than see that merchant repaid.
Come now, I'll be good for it, I swear!
Are you in the habit of stealing?
I never would have dreamt of resorting to petty theft during better times, but what choice have I got now? If it's steal or starve, I'll choose steal. Oh, my story's tired by now. I was happy enough, prosperous enough, before these lean times around Sicil began. Still, that doesn't waive a man's need to eat, you know.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
So what do you think? Should I snag a fish?
The merchant has to eat too, you know. Leave his fish alone.
That merchant has to eat too, you know.
Yes. You know what they say about giving a man a fish. This man should learn to stand on his own 2 feet.
I suppose you've got a point. Another day, another rumbling belly. Fed a hungry man, you know.
That thief is free for now, but I wonder how long it'll be until his growling belly seduces him back onto the crooked path.
What did you think of that fish thief?
Thank you for making that would-be thief see reason. I only hope your instruction...
No additional reward.
Tomatoes?
Alright, so this area is awesome. I remember this. This is basically just a whole bunch of merchants packed into one area. For now, I'm going to run straight over here to the Legionnaire headquarters and talk to the crime scene, or the guy that gives me access to the crime scene. Just looting some of these containers on the way.
These stores are for our Legion troops.
Selenia, who are you?
A sight for sore eyes, if ever there was one.
She's got some knickknacks for sale.
I know you're probably knee-deep in that awful murder investigation, but truth be told, the Legion could use your help as well. We've been conducting a series of expeditions into undead territory, and I'm afraid I must admit they've met with very little success.
And who are you?
Lieutenant Selenia, at your service. I'm Captain Aureus' second in command, but rest assured I am a lot more kindly inclined towards source hunters than he is. Now, I certainly don't mind a bit of healthy competition and even rivalry between our orders, but I, for one, have no intention of looking a gift horse in the mouth. And that is exactly what your presence in Sicil is, source hunter. A gift and a blessing.
Aww.
Only heroes
Say the
such as
sweetest
yourself
things.
can make a true difference in this troubled part of the world. Such is my honest conviction.
So, as many of you know from playing Divinity 2, the undead are a playable race in that game. I think in Divinity 1, the whole undead getting back up and still being alive is like a fairly new thing. So let's discuss your undead problem.
The undead. I pitied them at first. Many among them were once kind and innocent civilians of Sicil after all. No longer do I feel that way, though. Too many of my soldiers have fallen. The dead must be put down without mercy. The bravest among my men and women tell me they are weaker in the west and stronger in the east. So I suggest you head westward if you want to flex your muscles and test the waters before blindly diving. I shall be very glad to share what information I can give you.
There are some sailors looking for work at the docks. Is there a place for them in the Legion?
It's very sweet of you that you are trying to get these men a job, but I'm afraid they're not Legion material.
You didn't really even look at them.
Sure, they can tie a knot and blow a whistle like the best of them, but even with a sword in their hands, they wouldn't stand a chance against the...
That's a lot of words for no. He's just waterboarding me at this point.
Now, I pulled her off you before she could do
this is one of the people that can join your party.
Are you joking? Ice blue eyes, narrow beneath a heavy brow,
Bear daughter.
with sweat and dust. Her hands tense into claws, held at the ready.
I mean you no harm, stranger. I only wonder who you are.
Her brow knits together, but something in her pose relaxes. She clears her throat.
I am Bear Daughter. I have not come here to find trouble with the Screech woman. She only startled me.
Screech woman.
And you are a source hunter. I have heard many tales of your order. Your history is long and honorable.
How'd you end up in the cage?
This woman here, the one who now plots her revenge, she crept behind me while I was hunting, and I only defended myself. I would not hurt an innocent Screech woman on purpose. But soon their swords were upon me, and they forced me into this cage meant for dogs. Mother would rip the fur from her chest if she could see how they keep me. It's infected, do you? Hey, who's that then? Come
Oh,
on,
look at her
stand where my
face.
good eye can see you.
So that's what Bear Daughter did to her? Messed her head up?
Easy, Tull. That's the source hunter you're talking to.
Curious situation you've got here. Is the woman in the cage under arrest?
She may have the look of a woman if you squint hard enough, but she's no more than a wild animal. We got reports of a strange-looking outsider skulking through the town with her bow drawn. I found her crouched behind a tree, taking aim at a fat old rat trotting along the city walls. I tapped her on the shoulder to see what was what, and the beast startled like a wild cat and lunged right at me.
Bit Tullia right in the face.
She
did.
bit her
It
face.
wasn't pretty, and now it's got a chunk ripped off it to boot.
Enjoy it while you can, Ver. There's not another legionnaire in the cohort that'll have you if I go rabid.
Oh, there are a couple. What will become of this admittedly strange stranger?
Well, that's to be decided. She doesn't seem to be sick, despite Tully's moaning. We can't keep her here forever, but we can't well send her into the wilds again, can we?
Perhaps it'd be worth taking... Oh, wait, I think it'll narrate this.
Perhaps it'd be worth taking this stranger under our wing. She'll likely come in handy if we can trust her to watch our backs.
After all, a fearless hunter might prove quite useful for our investigation.
Well, that's a relief, ain't it?
There we go.
We found
Third party
a good
member.
home for her after all, Tull.
Heed me, Source Hunter. She's not good for anything more than cannon fodder. And don't turn your back on her when she's got that bow within arm's reach.
Alright. So, Bear Daughter's bow and a dagger.
Source Hunter, I have heard tales both grand and terrible about the world of humans. I myself was caged one moment and freed the next by our in Home Forest. Every creature acts according to the nature of its kind. Birds frighten easily, badgers fear little. But amongst men, there are no guarantees.
There's little in our world more variable than the minds of men. It is the source of great beauty and much despair, and all of it uniquely human. We take each in stride and prepare for either. You'll find your fellows surprise you for better and for worse in equal parts, Bear Daughter.
It is difficult for me to claim humanity as you do. I am still learning to see myself in the faces of those I meet. And those I meet do not always see themselves in me. It is strange to stand with one foot in the forest and the other in the city, Source Hunter. I am glad that now I have you standing beside me.
Alright. So let's give her her equipment that we just snagged. Since the Screech Woman so rudely disarmed her. Alright, so she's got a bow, ranged power stance, and ricochet, and treat poisoning. What's the range on this? Pretty short range. Alright. Okay. So I need to send her all of the magic arrows I've gotten so far to give her some options. Just got a crafting recipe for arrow shafts and tomato sauce. Why were those in the same book? Alright, what's the armor on these boots? 7. What's the armor on the boots I've got here? 9. Alright. Send those to Eve. Eve, upgrade your boots. Bear Daughter, you've got 11. Okay. Is this bow